Good morning, guys. This is Uche, and I want to talk to you about two of my credit cards that I really, really, really enjoy and having. And maybe enjoy is not the right word, but I would say these two credit cards are credit cards I'm going to hold on to, and not for the same reasons that a lot of people are on YouTube are thinking. With credit cards, what ends up happening is people are always thinking about the benefits of rewards and things like that nature. And I think at some point in time, you get past that. You get past that, you can only get but so many rewards, and you can only churn but so many times. You can only cancel cards but so many times. At some point in time, you have to balance off, level off, and just be a normal human being who is living their lives with the purpose of ease and making sure that the things that you have in your life are worth it for you personally, regardless of the cost of it. There's always a benefit in there. So in this video, I want to share with you two cards that do exactly that for me. These are two cards that I will hold on to. I find the benefit of them, especially not right now at the point that I am in my life as a family man, husband, father with two kids, and how these cards really, play into my daily existence. So the first card is the American Express Platinum card. This is the first card that I got that made me believe and that all the work that I had done to fix my credit was all worth it. I never thought I would ever be even able to have my name etched onto a card of this stature. The next card was a card that wasn't even on my radar, but when it did come onto my radar, I was like, whoa, this is a card that I gotta keep because the benefits just of ease when I use it is worth every penny that I pay for it. So that's the American Express Sky Miles, the Delta Sky Miles Reserve card. So some people might say, wait a minute, those two cards are the same. Why do you have two cards that are practically the same? And I'm like, I beg to differ. They're not the same. Yes, they do both have the same annual fee of $550. Some of you might be like, get out of here. You're bugging. $550. No, I'm not doing that. But for me, it's like, okay, I can afford it. And the benefits of it when I use it is worth it because there's certain things I don't have to think about. So the American Express, of course, I don't want to run through all the benefits, but you can look that up. There's too many videos out there. For me, the American Express is a card that, in those moments where I'm like, okay, I need to make a big purchase or something that it's not just the normal, I need a coffee. This card is great to have because those big purchases, I make a quick phone call. Hey, listen, I need to make a big purchase on this card. This is what I'm doing. And they approve it. And I make my purchase and I get benefits of the points or whatever they may be that piles on to my rewards, which eventually within a year of my travels, I end up having enough points to double up on a ticket or whatever the case is. Because when I travel with my family, I'm not trying to stunt. I love the ease of traveling first class because it's me, my wife, our daughter, and our son. And traveling in coach doesn't work because trying to have to move babies and stuff like that, it's not worth it. For me, I'd rather just pay a premium. I know that when I travel, we have the ease of assistance from the stewardess. The bathroom is right there, changing diapers and all those things. Yes, I change diapers. It's so much easier, and I don't have to climb over people. And if we need drinks or water or whatever, it's there like that. So the ease of comfort. So when we're traveling, that's not an issue. And it's the same thing with this Delta Sky Miles as well. But the thing with this is that there are times when I'm traveling by myself, and of course I want to save a little bit of money, and I'll get a coach ticket. And then with that, what would happen is with Delta, what happens a lot of times is you get called up by your class, and when you get called up, usually coach goes in last, and by the time you get in there, there's no overhead bins and stuff like that, and stressful. With this, I get chicken a free bag, which is not an option available for a regular ticket. I get to board on before everybody else. So the medallion members go first. First class goes next. Veterans, people with children, and then they call people who are Sky Delta members, the reserve members or whatever. So I get to go in there, get to my seat first, put my bags up, and sit down. And of course, I always picked window seats, so aisle seats. I don't do the rows that wake up the middle seats, and I still get the privilege of being able to get into my plane, stow my stuff away, and not have to be looking for overhead bins and things like that. And then even when I'm traveling, both cards give me access to Centurion Lounge. Both cards give me access to various lounges. Because when you're traveling, I'm sorry, I want to be able to not be sitting near all uncomfortable, squeezing between people, sitting at the gate. I can go to the Sky Miles Delta Lounge and get some food, or if I'm in an airport with a Centurion Lounge, I can go, get some coffee, and when I should drink, I'll get a little drink to calm my nerves down before I get on the plane. Those are all benefits there. And then the one thing I love about the Sky Delta Miles, is all with all the perks, is that you get an annual companion pass. So every year, in the anniversary of your being a member, you can get a ticket. So if I buy a first class ticket, I get a free first class ticket for a companion. So imagine this. Right now, I'm traveling with my wife and my 2 babies. My son is young enough to travel free, but he just sits on our lap because he's still an infant. Our daughter is pushing 2 years old. So the next time we travel, she's going to have her own ticket. 2-year-old sitting in first class in her own big old seat. Man, this girl is enjoying life. She's only flown first class her whole entire life. But at least one flight a year, and her ticket could be covered completely. Which is dope. Think about that. So I only have to cover 2 first class tickets. I know some of you are thinking like, how does this help me? First class. But the thing is this: I truly believe that the status that you put yourself in mentally and what you work for puts you in a position where you always be provided for on that level. So once upon a time, first class was never an option for me. But because that's the only way I think, and I think about the benefits for my family, so I've only flown first class for the past 3 years now, because that's what makes sense for my family. And financially, what ends up happening is my income, the way we save our money, worked out for that to happen. So these 2 cards are phenomenally great. Real quick before I jump off, I just want to share some pros and cons, just so that we keep it official. So I'm over here looking at the Business Insider, and it's talking about the pros and cons of the American Express Platinum card. It says here for pros, long list of travel benefits, including airport lounge access and complimentary elite status with Hilton and Marriott, which is coming to advantage for me, to benefit as a major benefit for me. There were times where I was stuck on a business trip and I needed to stay overnight in a hotel, and Hilton, Marriott walked in, they got my room, got upgraded, and I was like, okay, stress free, and those are things that are important to me. Then also there's a annual statement credit for Saks and Uber, and Saks, the high scale department store. I haven't used that yet, and I know I'm throwing money away because it's $100 credit, and maybe this year I'll take advantage of it. You get $50 for the first half of the year, second half of the year. Maybe I buy a belt or whatever, or go buy some kicks from there and get $50 off. Buy some $500 Gucci's and get $50 off or whatever. Can I even get Gucci's for $500? I don't think so. But nonetheless, that's there. But the Uber one is very, 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 very important. I believe you get about $15 a month worth in Uber credits, and I think $30 in December. Some of you might be like, okay, that doesn't benefit me. For those of you who live in New York City or major cities, it's a big, 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 big benefit, and I'll tell you why. Because I do travel a lot on Uber when I'm for work, because I have to go to conference meetings and whatever the case is, and I'm in Brooklyn, I have to get to Manhattan or whatever the case is, and just knowing that at least once a month I get $15 off my travel, every penny counts, and it's just psychologically I feel like, okay, American Express is covering this ride. And then the other thing too is, like, right now during the pandemic, that $15 can be used on Uber Eats, which, hey, thank you for putting food in my stomach, American Express. So that's those are benefits there. Then cons, the bonus categories. It says here the bonus categories is something to be desired. No bonus rewards or general travel or dining. So you don't really get any major bonuses on here. And I'll tell you that those bonuses come from other cards. So like so if you have the gold card or even I think the green card has some bonuses in there right now. So this card's not really a bonus card. It's more of a lifestyle comfort card. If I would consider this card. And then of course the biggest con is the one of the highest annual fees among premium travel cards. So it's $550, and when it pops up every year, I just pay it because it's one of those things where I rather have it when I don't need it and need it when I don't have it. So that's the case here. And then let's look at the Delta Sky Miles Reserve American Express card. So this card here, the pros: annual companion certificate benefit. So the annual companion, I'm telling you, that's dope. Which is valid for domestic first class and comfort, as well as main cabin, which that's what I was calling coach earlier. Access to Delta Sky Clubs, American Express Centurion lounges when you're flying Delta. I'll tell you one thing about that. There's one time, because I don't tend to carry both cards in my wallet, and when I travel, I try to make sure I compress the cards that I need. And there was one time that I totally forgot to put my American Express card in my wallet. I was traveling with my wife and kid. At that point, there was just the three of us. And we get to the lounge, and I was like, damn, I don't have my American Express card. And that was the Centurion lounge. And I would be honest with you, the lady, I think, kind of was really super rude. And I was like, listen, is there any way? She was like, no. And I'll be honest with you, I had the inkling that we were being treated differently as people of color, but that's for another conversation. She was super rude. And even the other lady with her body counter was looking at her like, yo, lady, chill. And so I was like, okay, fine, whatever. I was like, I'm not even going to do this. I was going to that place. So we walked out, and we were going to go sit and try to be comfortable by the gate for, I think we had like an hour and a half with a baby and everything. As I was walking, I was like, wait a minute. I turned around, put out this other card. I was like, what about this card? And she was so salty because I felt like she really wanted to like throw her power around and make sure that we didn't come in. So this was a savior. So one of these two cards is always in my wallet, especially when traveling. And typically they're both in there because I like to be able to have those options as I need them. Then the next pro is you earn three times the miles on Delta purchases, which is cool because when I buy my plane tickets or whatever the case is 3,000 miles. If I buy anything on a plane, which I usually don't because in first class you just can't get hooked up. But when you're buying first class tickets, they're kind of pricey. So if you're getting 3 times the points, you're kind of building up points so that eventually you might get a free flight, free flight completely. Last year we went to Puerto Rico, and the plane tickets and our hotel stay was 100% free because I had accumulated so many points throughout the year from just business and everything else going on. So that was a great gift and a great like thumbs up to the hard work of the year. Now the cons, of course, very high annual fee. It is $550, and it doesn't offer bonus miles or non-Delta purchases. So of course, this is a Delta card, but the American Express, to return to it, you do get bonuses on your non Delta purchases. I fly primarily with Delta, but if I find myself having to take another airline, as long as I place my order through the travel service from American Express, you get those benefits of those points. So that's it. I didn't think this video was gonna be that long, but that's let me do this right here. The benefits of the American Express and the Delta Sky Miles Reserve card. All right. Talk to you guys later. Peace.